that you are going to feed the Mvenda goat for 2 years for it to be ready,
To give you those 4.
to be ready to even come on heat.
Wow. 2 years.
2 years. But a pure savannah or a pure boa, within 8 months, it is ready.
From 0 to 8 months.
From the day it's born to 8 months, it is ready. So if you are giving the two, you're feeding them both,
Mm-hmm.
investing in them,
Mm.
the veterinary services, the spraying, the housing, and everything.
Mm.
So you're investing more
In the other.
in the Movende goat and investing less because you're looking at the time. Now that's where the return on investment comes
Comes
in,
in. Oh.
and the rate of return on investment comes in. Secondly, now that's about the time, because also about farming, time is a very important factor.
Yep.
You want to get back something in the shortest time possible. Secondly, the pure goat, the rate of conversion of food to muscle is higher than the local goat.
So you mean when they eat specific foods
Leave on it, even if you expose the two
to the
goats
same
to the
conditions?
same foods, that it's going to take longer, our local goat, to get to a certain cages, and these exotic breeds, the Savannah, the Boa, the Kalahari Red, they are going to take shorter time
To get to that very
to get that cages.
Cages.
So you will find a 6 months old boa weighs the same weight
as a 2-year-old
as a 2-year-old
local Movende.
local Mvenda goat.
Wow. Isn't farming interesting? When you have
Meaning you can sell this one off at 6 months,
yeah.
but you cannot sell off the Mvenda goat at 6 months. It's impossible.
Mm.
So that's why you will find a farmer. He has gotten into farming, also got farming, but he's finding it hard. He's invested in a lot of time. He's not seeing the returns. They're like, farming the abufere. It's not what I expected. The lack of information.
Yeah. Information gap.
But if you sit under the right people and get to learn first
Yeah.
how this game goes, and you get to learn that information, move as far as you can, get that information before you invest into it. Just like any business. Is it someone will pay a lot of money for a business survey,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll never pay a coin for a farm survey?
Business consultants, they pay us very
Business
many times.
consultants. You write business proposals, perfect business proposals.
Do research.
Go and do a market survey, do research about the business.
Yeah.
When it comes to farming, what happens? Get your money, dump it somewhere in the bush,
Look for
and then go back to Kampala and
land
sit and start
somewhere.
making those phone calls. If I dare find that goat when it hasn't eaten.
Some people who are a little bit diligent put cameras on their
Uh,
farms and I can see what is happening, you know. But things are not balancing. Things I see
Yeah,
the goats are there, I see the cows are, you know. But I think before anyone joins any industry, I think it's prudent that you
yeah,
take your time and learn about that industry, especially
yeah,
from the people who are winning big.
yeah,
Look for the people who are doing it for a minute and are winning big in it,
yeah,
and find a way. And one thing I've learned is that where there'll always be a will, there will always be a way.
yeah. And you see, the other thing is, in every other business aspect of life, you'll find people have mentors.
You must have a mentor.
So, some present farming, you must have a mentor. This is a business.
Yeah.
Have a mentor.
Mhm.
Discuss with him most often something about what you're doing, something about this farming thing. How does it really work?
Just to draw you away from this, and we go back to a discussion we had earlier, where we are speaking of. This is a question to the people in the comment section and anyone who listen to this or watch this. Having your 100 by 100
In Chanja.
in Chanja,
Yeah.
or your 50 by 100, your 100 by 100 in Kasangati, Matuga, or going 100 kilometers away and having your 5 acres of land, what would you rather do?
There's a common phrase that you will meet on the Kampala streets by someone, minus the iPhone users. There are people who think they have made it too much in life. Someone
Who are
who
these?
has built
Don't
two,
attack
yeah,
people.
yeah. But you get the idea
Yeah,
that someone is on. It's
40
good.
by
It's good to
60.
own land,
Yeah,
50 by 100, in a prime location. It's good. It has value. But what are you using it for?
I mean they have set up a residence and they are living on that land.
You're sleeping on that residence on a 50 by 100. If you got the same amount of money and you move, let me say, for 200 kilometers away from Kampala, and you find, because the amount of money which can buy a 50 by 100 in a prime location around Kampala can buy almost 20 acres away from 200 kilometers away from Kampala.
20 acres of land.
20 acres of land. And set up an off-grid farm. Take your time to invest in it.
I think for starters, we still have, I think what we started with, people still think that farming is for
The poor.
uneducated and poor people.
The poor people.
And until that changes, and that is going to come from seeing people doing farming, people who are educated, you know, it's going to come from people seeing those people doing farming and succeeding in farming.
Yeah.
And it's going to have to happen for not less than 50 years for us as Ugandans to understand, or as even Africans to understand that, wait a minute, farming is actually our backbone. Because we say that a lot. We say that farming is our backbone
of the country.
Of the country. But when you look at the budget, at how much is allocated
you have gone
to
so
agriculture,
far. You have gone so far into the budget. Why is the farming subject in school optional?
We talked about this last.
You only studying it for 2 years.
It is the subject with the most
and English is
unserious teachers. I'm sorry to throw shade, but maybe in my school, the Greek teachers were the most, and they didn't care whether you showed up in class or not. The headmaster didn't care. I think if they took you to the staff room that he missed agriculture lesson,
it's okay. It's agriculture. It's fine.
I mean, really?
They miss
chemistry.
English.
Miss English. Science. How am I using chemistry right now? I've not yet got a minute to use chemistry right now. But there are people who use chemistry to save lives and all that, and that is okay. But the question is, farming being our backbone, people are selling their village, their home land.
Yeah.
They are
4 acres.
They are 4-5 acres and coming to Kampala to buy a border, which is okay also. I mean, it could be okay, but I mean, if we had the understanding that proper farming can actually transform lives. And why? It's because, are you seeing the way you use data every day? Is there a day you wake up and you don't need that Vitano or Lukumi or 10K or 5K to buy data? It's the same way you wake up every day and you need to eat.
Yes. So as long as the stomach,
as long as we're still humans, there is always going to be market.
You always put money in the pocket of a farmer.
Exactly.
You're not going to eat goat's meat today. But
even Elon Musk's money
but-
goes to the pocket of the
but
farmer.
someone else will eat goat's meat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure if you are to go to Tesla factories and you find out the amount of food the workers eat,
Yes.
the meat, the chicken, the peas, the amount of food they eat in a week, and then you trace back to where are they buying that food, you will find that there is a certain billionaire farmer seated somewhere who is not known
Yeah.
in the public eye,
Yeah.
but is quite richer than many billionaires around.
Someone will bring an argument that we shall employ machines, AI-driven machines in factories to work. But even you are stayed home, you will still eat.
You need to eat.
And the population is
Even the one who has no job needs
to eat. And the population keeps on growing.
We are now closing in at 55 million Ugandans.
Yeah. And that is so it is more urgent than now for any man out there that who is in their 30s.
20s, mid-20s.
Mid-20s to 30s. And if you feel the urge to join farming, don't let that fire dwindle down.
Yeah.
Get into farming.
Again, farming is quite wide. You could do poultry. You could do anything to do with animal husbandry.
Yes.
Where you have poultry, you have chicken, that's the same thing. You have goats, you have cows,
You can
have
even
pigs,
do coffee.
rabbits. Then when you go to crops,
And do
coffee. But again, first research.
Yes.
I've been researching about coffee for like the last 5 months. And I've now discovered, after 5 months of researching about coffee,
that to invest in coffee, you must be a rich man.
I now discovered that, hold up, I think coffee would not be the prudent item for me to start with. And there are reasons to that. I'm not going to share them here. You have to do your own research.
Yeah.
But you want to do poultry, look for a poultry farmer and find out, how did you start? What have you been doing? How has your journey been?
Yeah.
If you want to do cattle, find out, how are those people doing cattle benefiting?
Yeah.
Do you have what it takes? If you want to do green pepper, if you want to do tomatoes, like, it is why you just pick something and you do your research about it, and if your spirit resonates with it and everything falls in place, you go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to the young man out there, if you feel the urge, join farming. Please join right away. There is a space for you, and don't have this idea that farming is for the old. Farming is for the poor, the uneducated, the ones who have failed in life. No, the guys who have understood this game have entered into farming and are really doing good. See you again.
Cheers.
Again from me, it's Mutawazi, and
that was your local farmer.
All right.